Hello, David here at merchantaccounts.ca. Today I'm going to tackle a pretty simple topic. What is a shopping cart, or what is shopping cart software? Stay tuned, we'll dig in 1 second. So shopping cart software is needed for an e-commerce website. If you've been on an e-commerce website, and considering it's 2022, you probably have, you know that usually you're navigating and there's an add to cart button. Let's just work with an online clothing store. So you're buying a large t-shirt and the color is black and you want 2 of them. So there's probably a drop-down box for quantity 2, color black, size large, add to cart. When you click that button, the website remembers, hey, this guy wants to buy this shirt here. And then you'll continue shopping. You'll click on, a baseball cap or whatever else you want. Then you will click proceed to checkout. The shopping cart is the software that's keeping track of all that stuff. When you click proceed to checkout, the shopping cart has a couple of jobs to do. It says, hey, this guy Dave, he has a large t-shirt and that's 20 bucks and the baseball cap is 15. So he owes us $35, but wait, there's more. There is tax. Dave's in Ontario and HST is 13%. So the shopping cart figures out how much tax is due. And then it says, oh, and he wants it next day FedEx. He must not want to do laundry. He's out of t-shirts. Okay, that overnight shipping's another $20. So the total is, I can't do it in my head, $52. I have no idea. But the whole point is that shopping cart software has figured out how much I need to pay for this stuff. And then at that point, the shopping cart talks to the second component of an e-commerce transaction, the payment gateway. So the shopping cart says, hey, payment gateway, I have this guy, Dave. He wants to buy this stuff. The amount is $52. Here's his credit card number. Can you go ahead and process it for me? And then the payment gateway receives the request. It approves. The transaction is approved and the money is deposited into the merchant account. But this presentation is not about the gateway and the merchant account. It's about the shopping cart, because the shopping cart is then, in the same way the shopping cart asks the payment gateway to process the transaction, the gateway responds back, hey, shopping cart, we just approved that transaction, all in like 1 second. Now this is where it gets interesting. The shopping cart has a whole bunch of jobs to do. It doesn't just keep track of what you wanted to buy. You bought it, so it's got to do stuff. It has to send the receipt out to the customer, has to send the order notification to the merchant. Maybe you have an automated shipping system in your warehouse, so it will maybe it would make a database query to your inventory management software for your business so that it knows to take 1 t-shirt and 1 baseball cap out of the existing inventory. If you have an integrated accounting system, maybe the shopping cart then sends data to your accounting platform, maybe QuickBooks or something like that. So QuickBooks updates your bookkeeping records to show another sale has been made. So I'm not meaning to make this too complicated, but picking shopping cart software is an important choice. Going with the first one that you look at because it looks easy actually is fine if you're a young e-commerce business. But if you have a more mature e-commerce business, you'll know things that could be improved. You'll know they can be improved because you're probably pretty frustrated about some things, some like menial tasks or chores that take up a lot of your time. Also, something to keep in mind is I told you that when an order needs to be processed, the shopping cart talks to the payment gateway. When people talk about integrations or compatibility, that means the shopping cart knows how to talk to the payment gateway because the payment gateway listens. It is reactive in the transaction flow, which means the shopping cart has to be integrated to the payment gateway. The payment gateway sets the standard, the shopping cart integrates into it. I don't want to make this complicated. Suffice to say that when you're picking a shopping cart software, you should already know what payment gateway you're using. This is a really important point that people overlook because sometimes people will set up an e-commerce website and then go to establish payment processing, and it turns out that shopping cart software isn't compatible with many payment gateways. In fact, that's kind of a real problem, and it happens more frequently than you would expect. So at merchantaccounts.ca, we do a lot of consulting on this type of thing. So for example, on our website, we have a list of 150 compatible shopping carts, which is completely impossible to keep up to date. It's really impossible. My advice to any e-commerce merchant, unless you're very sophisticated and you just know your stuff, either you have a development background or you've just been in e-commerce for a long time, If you don't have that expertise, you should talk to a payment processor. It could be us at merchantaccounts.ca or another payment processor, but you want to make sure that your infrastructure will work together very well. And there's even other considerations such as, I'm not trying to make this complicated, but on your shopping cart software, do you want to charge in Canadian dollars and US dollars and euros, or is all your pricing going to be in US dollars? Anyways, I set out to demystify this and make it easy. I feel like I've just been stacking complexity on top of it, but I hope I've demystified a little bit of what shopping cart software is. If you want any more information, if you want a free consultation, reach out to us at merchantaccounts.ca. We'd love to help you out. Thanks for watching and have a great day there. Bye now.